Have you ever felt like you're navigating a minefield when dealing with data analytics? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about some of the most common traps people fall into when analyzing data. Whether it's getting tricked by too small a sample size or being led astray by the wrong metrics, we've got you covered. So grab your compass and let's find a safe path through the analytics jungle. Let's dive into our first big challenge, sample size. You know the saying, the more the merrier? Well, in data analytics, that's actually quite true. A small sample might seem convenient, but it's like trying to guess the score of a game by only watching the first minute. It's far from the full picture. A larger sample gives us a clearer view, making our conclusions more reliable. But it's not just about size, it's about making sure your sample truly represents what you're studying. So how do we do that? We choose our sample carefully and keep in mind factors like diversity and randomness to avoid bias. Following our chat on sample size, let's untangle a concept that sounds complex but actually isn't. Statistical significance. Imagine you're trying to figure out if a new teaching method is better than the old one. You observe two classrooms, one using each method, and notice the new method's class scores are higher on tests. But here's the question. Is this a difference or just a lucky coincidence? Or is it a real effect of the new teaching method? That's where statistical significance comes into play. Instead of relying on just one test or a handful of students, you'd look for consistent results over many tests and over a wide range of students. If the new method keeps coming out on top, you're onto something significant. It's not about a single number or a complex calculation. It's about seeing a pattern that holds up time and time again, giving you confidence that the change is real and not just a stroke of good luck. Imagine you've launched a new app feature and early data suggests users love it. But here's the catch. Those rave reviews are just for the first 50 users. Can we trust this as a win? Enter statistical significance. It tells us to truly rely on these results, we need to cross a certain user threshold. Because more data means less chance of being misled by early flukes. Let's say, for instance, after reaching 1,000 users, the feedback remains overwhelmingly positive. Now you're looking at a pattern that's hard to dismiss as just good luck. It's like confirming a new song is a hit, not just because your friends like it, but because it's topping charts worldwide. In analytics, crossing the user threshold gives us the confidence to say, yep, this feature has genuinely improves user experience, making our results not just hopeful guesses, but reliable insights. Now, with a grasp on sample sizes and statistical significance, let's navigate another common misstep, the threat of wrong metrics. Now, imagine you're a captain sailing towards the treasure of informed decisions. But what if your map is misleading? Similarly, in analytics, relying on the wrong metrics can lead you astray. Imagine an app designed to improve productivity. If the app's success is measured solely by the number of downloads, we might overlook what truly matters. Are users even engaging with the app daily? Do they find it useful enough to integrate into their routines? Or do they abandon it after a single use? Here, metrics like daily active users, session length, or retention rate offer a clear picture of the app's impact on users' productivity. By focusing on these indicators, you can get genuine insights into user satisfaction and app effectiveness, guiding them to make data-driven decisions that resonate with their audience. After pinpointing the right metrics, another hurdle awaits: the temptation to change too many variables at once. Imagine you're tweaking your app to boost user engagement. One week, you overhaul the design, add new features, and suddenly notification settings. Suddenly, engagement spikes. Great news. But which change made the difference? Without isolated variables, it's like trying to pinpoint which ingredient improved a recipe when you've altered everything from spices to cooking times. In analytics, this is where A/B testing shines. By changing one element at a time and comparing results, you can clearly see which tweaks truly enhanced user experience. This methodical approach transforms guesswork into strategic decision-making, ensuring each change leads to meaningful improvements. Now, our journey through analytics pitfalls wouldn't be complete without confronting the subtle yet significant impact of biases. Biases can sneak into our analysis, coloring our interpretation of the data, without us even realizing it. For instance, confirmation bias might lead us to pay more attention to data that supports our preconceived notions, while ignoring what doesn't. In the context of a mobile app, this could mean over-evaluating metrics that indicate success, such as high download numbers, while overlooking indicators of problematic ones like poor retention rates. To combat bias, it's very important to approach data analysis with an open mind and to question assumptions. Regularly audit your analytics process for potential biases and involve a team with varied viewpoints so they can help ensure your data-driven decisions are balanced and objective. We hope you found this lesson helpful. Our next lesson will dive into tracking cadence, which answers the question, how often do you need to track your metrics? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.